D2 Word Life here with
You
Rip.
America, man!
God damn it. Anyway, D2 Word Life here with Rip Generic Testicle Man Tides.
No, we all know that you were a genetic testicle fan.
No. That was you, and that's
No,
for you.
no. That is correct. You were a La Resistance fan.
No. And the generic testicle team on here, well, if they were a long-term tag team instead of rivals, that would be kind of weird to mark it on a t-shirt, don't you think?
No.
Anyhow, y'all know what we'll be talking about here in a little bit
It would
because...
either be genetic testicles or freak testicle.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, we're already starting this review a little spicy. And you'll know what we're talking about here in a little bit, because today we're reviewing his pick this week, which was Judgment Day 2003, which I know doesn't fit with our pay-per-views in February classic shows we've been doing, but oh well, it doesn't matter at this point now, does it?
I don't follow your script.
What script? There's no script.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, you don't follow the no script, don't you? Oh, so you
See, it says right here. You just sent it to me. It says follow this script. No, I will not follow the script.
I don't send you shit about scripts.
Liar!
God damn. Anyway, this week we're reviewing Judgment Day 2003 that took place on May 18th, 2003 in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Charlotte Coliseum with an attendance of 13,000. And of course, the commentators for this event was Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler, Taz, and your boy Michael Cole.
Nope, it's your boy Michael Cole.
No. We all know Michael Cole's your boy. I mean, hell, every time there's a Michael Cole card coming out on Slam, you always want it.
I send it to you because it's your boy.
No, you don't.
I'm just waiting for them to release him in his orange singlet so I could just send it to you.
You're trying they come up with a card like that and you end up getting one, even multiples, and you try to send me a trade. I'm going to be like, decline.
No, you're like, accept. Thank you very much.
And if I end up drawing it, I'd be like, I'm trying to trade this away. Pfft, fuck this. All right?
Yeah, if they actually made a card like that, I'm like, oh, I got the legendary. Here you go, Dusty. You're like, what's this?
I don't want your legendary.
Michael Cole.
I'd be like, I don't want that. All right?
I'm like, it's for you, buddy. It's your favorite Michael Cole.
No.
Him and his coal mine.
It's like, no. Anyway, the ring announcers for this event were Howard Finkel and Tony Jimmel. This was obviously a Brandon Raw and SmackDown pay-per-view. And ironically enough, this was the last non-Big Four pay-per-view that was double branded up until 2007.
Yeah.
Because obviously the following month's event after this was the Raw exclusive only pay-per-view Bad Blood. And then the following month after that was the SmackDown exclusive Vengeance. Which we reviewed.
We're too big and bad to have branded anymore. Yeah, and then later on in a couple of years they'll have the branded back.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Bad Blood 03, we already reviewed that one. We have yet to review the Vengeance 03 pay-per-view, which that was actually a good solid event, but we're not talking about this event right now. Right? Oh yeah, and the Sunday Night Heat match for this one, shout out to the Sunday Night Heat match, it was the Hurricane defeating Steven Richards. Which, Steven Richards was also your boy.
Oh.
Especially when he was an RTC member.
No, he wasn't an RTC member, though.
Oh yeah, he was the leader.
Oh,
Steven Richards was the Right to Censor leader, that's what he was. We all know that was your favorite faction.
White Sox himself.
Yeah, we all know RTZ was your favorite group.
No, it was your favorite group.
I mean, hell, you still have their theme song as your dang alarm every morning. Oh, wait, what?
No, I don't.
Well, with the power of hindsight, that would actually make sense, because that fucking theme was an annoying alarm going off.
Yeah, all it was,
Imagine waking up to that every morning, you'd be like, fuck this. Right?
Yes.
Anyway, beginning of the show, we get our Judgment Day 03 opening video package, which, if you notice, was really similar to the one from 2002, just with this year's stories and main events being hyped instead, with the way it was formatted. Yeah, and then we get the opening pyro, and, introduced to the show by the commentators, all hyping up the matches, or the event, and what did we see? We see Steve Austin come out first and cut a promo. This was Austin's first pay-per-view as the co-general manager at the time.
Yes. And his promo was still fucking fire as fuck. Basically, he just like, oh yeah, this is my first pay-per-view as GM, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm going to go to the redneck in the sky, which he was talking about his skybox.
The redneck heaven up there, the skybox up there, right?
Yes.
And then on his way up to the skybox, they played Austin's theme song all the way until he got up there. And then we go from one Goats theme to another Goats theme as we got prepared for the six-man tag opener, which was John Cena teaming up with the FBI, which was Chuck Palumbo and Johnny Stamboli to take on Rhino, Spanky, or Brian Kendrick, whatever you want to call him, and Chris Benoit.
It was Brian Kendrick, also known as Spanky, because they literally had it Brian Kendrick Spanky.
Yeah. And of course, there was mind trivia. I was thinking to myself, oh, we go from one Goats theme song, Steve Austin, to another Goats theme song, John Cena's old freaking
Well, also, John Cena's fucking shit was lit, too. He's all like, oh, I've been baptized. I've joined the family. We're gonna go, we're giving a discount, 2 for 1 black eyes. I changed my name to Corleone like a gangster movie.
Godfather flick. And if you don't like that, you can suck on my... You know what he said.
No, he's like, oh, your girl likes Italian sausage because she sucked on my...
You know what. Either way, John Cena this time was doing his whole rapping gimmick to start off each match. And from what I've seen, this one was a fast-paced six-man tag. It wasn't a very long match to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, first of all, it started with Cena, and Cena tagged in Palumbo, which he freaking came into the ring with a fucking cigar
in his mouth. I'm like, yep. And of course, the FBI, or Cena and the FBI were in control, and Benoit came in freaking, and started going to town with German suplexes all the time, and that inspired Brock Lesnar years later to do the same thing. Right? But in the end, freaking, I think Spanky was the legal man along with...
Yeah, Spanky was the legal man with Chuck Palumbo.
Benoit did apply the crippling crossface on
Dan Bully.
Benoit applied the crossface on Cena.
The kiss of death.
Yeah, at the same time, Benoit had the crossface on Cena, but Palumbo pinned Spanky after freaking Spanky got hit with a kiss of death, like you said, allowing Palumbo to pick up the pinfall win. So Cena and the FBI got the win here. And it was an alright opening match. It just felt like it could have used a little bit more time, but it's alright. And freaking after the match, Jesus Christ, Brian Kendrick looked like he got a shiner from that move, by the way.
Oh, he did. He was bleeding, too.
So, yeah, this one was like a fast-paced opening six-man tag. Your thoughts on this one?
It was good.
Got you hyped up for the show, right? A little bit. But then I think this was about the time we seen Steve Austin up there in the skybox, and he got joined by a certain somebody.
Yes, Bischoff.
And Bischoff was like, what is this? I was like, what? This is my own personal skybox. He goes, co-general manager. He goes, yeah, co-general manager. So half of this stuff is mine up in here. Every bit. And then I'm like, okay, back to this one. Back to that later, right? Because, oh boy. This one's a funny one, all right?
Well, he gave him a hot dog, which he was going to eat.
Yep.
And then he was making fun of him for drinking beer.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Like a pussy.
of course from there we go on to the second match of the night. I'm just gonna disregard backstage interviews. This whole Austin and Eric Bischoff freaking thing was a lot more entertaining, right? I'll probably mention the Jericho Roddy Piper one, considering that one was freaking hilarious, though, when that shows up. But we go to our second match of the night. It was La Resistance making their pay-per-view debut against the team of the generic testicles.
Yes.
I mean, Test and mathematician Professor Scott Steiner here, with Stacy Keibler in their corner.
Yes, and it started because fucking Steiner told was pissed off that they didn't stand for the flag or whatever, I think it was. And he's like, "Oh, people that don't like this, they could go to hell or go to France. Same thing."
And this just led to La Resistance making their debut on Raw, beating the hell out of Steiner. Then Test got involved, thus setting up this tag match, whatever. And it was an alright back and forth tag match. Neither team had the advantage, like, throughout the entire match. It was like 50-50, like that's 50-50 on like that 6-man tag that opened up the show. Right?
Don't let him get you guys twisted. He loved La Resistance. He loved them wearing them berets. He loved that French tickle dance that they did.
Hey, it's like, hey, I'm a freaking tell you so. I will tell you the same thing that freaking I think Jerry Lawler told Jim Ross. You would look dashing in a beret.
No, those are illegal. Those are illegal in Oklahoma.
Yeah. By either way, near the end of the matchup, Stacy Keibler, I remember, got up on the freaking ring apron. Some miscommunication led to freaking Test hitting the ropes, knocking her off. Or I think freaking, was it Renee Dupree who freaking Irish whipped Test off the ropes, causing him to smack into Stacy or something?
Yes.
And right into Scott's Diner, which that distracted Test, but only distracted Test enough for a 2 count for La Resistance here. And all 4 men were brawling in the ring shortly after this. Test accidentally nailed a big boot on a Steiner, or was it on purpose? Ooh.
Accidentally.
And of course, Test was taken out of the matchup when he got smashed, when he got thrown into the ring post, which allowed which allowed La Resistance to hit their double team maneuver called the Bonjour on the freaking Steiner, which allowed Dupree to pin Steiner to win this tag match. Your thoughts on it?
Which is ironic because Bonjour means goodbye. So they hit the goodbye.
Yep. And it was basically what it was. It was a freaking. It looked like a double freaking like flapjack chokeslam or whatever you want to call it.
It was a double flapjack, is what it was.
Where the opponent lands on their back instead of their like face. All right.
Yes.
But your thoughts on this tag match?
We all know that you were happy that La Resistance won.
What the fuck you talking about, dude? La Resistance sucked. Even back then, they sucked.
Well, you were happy that you wanted them to win.
Of course, you as a little kid at this time, just like I was, freaking, you were happy that they won.
No, I wanted fucking Steiner to win, actually.
No. We all know La Resistance was your favorite team then, just like they're your favorite team to talk about now.
No.
I mean, hell, you were really happy when we did the bad.
Grande, I did not like Rob Conway, and I did not like the other dude.
Yeah, whatever. We all know they were your favorite tag. I mean, hell, you were happy to talk about them winning the tag titles during the Bad Blood 03 review that we did.
No, hell no.
So So yeah, did we go into the next match, or was there a Austin and Bischoff segment after this one?
Austin and Bischoff.
Oh yeah, wasn't this the one where Eric Bischoff was going to drink a beer, and he goes, I would prefer mine in a glass instead of a can.
Yes.
It wasn't even a glass, it was a red Solo cup. Alright?
Yes.
And long story short, also like cheers and just made Eric Bischoff's beer go flying all over him. Like, what the fuck? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then we see Eddie Guerrero get interviewed backstage.
Is it bad that also when I saw that, all I could remember is Red Solo Cup? You fill me up.
God damn it. Right.
Because that fucking song came out that same fucking year, too.
It's like, dude, your inner freaking country person just came out. And you're like, okay, time to put it away. Right?
It's not my fault. My freaking cousins and my aunts would blast that freaking song in their damn car.
But anyway, that means...
That's all I could... That's how bad it is when I saw that. I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden I get a memory flashback. Red Solo Cup. You fill me up. I'm like, oh, god damn it.
See, you're even thinking about a popular country song. You're in a redneck showing right now, and you're like, I'm putting that away.
There's very few country that I actually like, and it's not that song.
Oh, and this is off topic, but can you imagine if they put that song in Fortnite Festival mode?
Oh, God.
I would gift it to you just for shits and giggles.
No.
But yeah, whatever. Right? It was Eddie Guerrero getting interviewed backstage. Of course, it was at this time that it was supposed to be Eddie and Chavo Guerrero facing off against Team Angle or Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, specifically for the tag titles in this latter match, but Chavo Guerrero ended up getting injured in a tour of Japan or a SmackDown tour or whatever at this time, which he'd be out for 4 months, right? And of course, Eddie Guerrero was like, yeah, it was generous of Team Angle to give me the options of either forfeit or a handicap match, but they forgot about my third option, finding a replacement partner for this.
Someone that's just as crazy as the Guerreros. Who does he find?
Tajiri.
The crazy fucking himself, Tajiri.
It's like Tajiri. I'm like, oh, jeez, this is an odd tag team.
Well, first, when he first said that, I had a flashback to freaking LWO, freaking Hoobitude, or Super Crazy, or even Psychosis.
Or hell, he could have even gotten Rey Mysterio, but no, right? It's Tajiri. I'm like, that's random, right?
It is.
So of course, Team Angle make their entrance here, and Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri start making their entrances wearing Kurt Angle's gold medals at the time, which Guerrero stole from Team Angle. Oh yeah, and it was a SmackDown prior to this where Eddie took that picture of Kurt Angle and smashed it over freaking Benjamin's head, which that was funny to see. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the middle of Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri's entrances here, Team Angle went out to the ring aisle or the aisleway entranceway, and then attacked freaking Guerrero and Tajiri, getting the early advantage in this match. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember later on in the match, Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri got the advantage back. This time the ladders were involved, obviously. And I guess you could say that Tajiri and Eddie Guerrero were dick to Charlie's Hosses when they performed that double drop kick on the ladder right into freaking Haas's nether regions in the corner.
You're forgetting the ladder. There was a 3-man team in there. There was the ladder, and Eddie and Jitty. So all three were addicted to Charlie's horses.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad that I felt sorry for Charlie Haas.
And I'm just thinking to myself, damn, Charlie Haas, no wonder Charlie Haas ain't got no kids today. His nuts got smashed. I'm just kidding. All right.
Yeah.
But then Team Angle responded by pulling off their double team maneuver where Charlie Haas held one of their opponents, or in this case Tajiri, in place on a ladder while Shelton Benjamin jumped from another ladder on top of freaking Tajiri as well.
Well, first it was after Eddie and Tajiri crotched Charlie Haas. They literally sandwiched him in between a ladder, so you literally had like Taz had a red, white, and blue sandwich.
And Eddie Guerrero did Hilo onto the ladder sandwich.
Eddie went for that Hilo, and freaking Tajiri flung his ass in there.
Yes. And Charlie Haas, I believe, got sandwiched in the process.
He was already sandwiched. He just got crushed.
But yeah, then later on, Team
this is a
Angle did
little
that.
off topic, which will come up later. What if Big Show did that?
Big Show would kill a man. But anyway, Big Show wouldn't even have the athleticism to do a Hilo. Okay, a big splash on it in general, but yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, but then I think it was a little after that, like I said, Team Angle got the advantage here by doing their double team onto Jerry with the 2 ladders.
Yeah.
But in the end here, freaking Guerrero battled back against Team Angle, including nailing a frog splash from the top of the ladder onto Benjamin. That was pretty impressive. All right.
Yeah. Well, Eddie didn't really need to do that. He was just giving a freaking insurance where Benjamin couldn't freaking get up for a while because he just was like, yeah, I'm going to climb up here. Oh, yeah, I can grab this. No. Wait. Better idea.
Frog splash off the ladder. Yep. Yeah, and then Guerrero.
And just imagine, you just see someone up on the ladder, and then they jump off, and you're just like,
oh, shit. You're like,
well,
okay.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Haas was climbed up the ladder, but Guerrero got up there. Haas and Guerrero started battling on the ladder, which ended with Guerrero performing the sunset flip powerbomb on a Haas off the ladder, right? Knocking him out of the match. And this is where the end came into play, because, this match was the best match. I can't go through every spot here, but it's like Benjamin and Guerrero were on the ladder. Eddie Guerrero was trying to climb the ladder. Benjamin tried to stop him.
Eddie went back onto the ladder, was climbing up. Shaw and Benjamin was attacking in the lower back and was trying to grab him down, and then Tajiri got up onto the second rung of the ladder and spit the mist.
And spit freaking the green mist in Benjamin's face.
Yes, which blinded him, and Eddie helped Tajiri up the rest of the ladder, and they pulled down the tag team titles.
Which means the new tag team champions here were Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri. Your thoughts on this one?
It was a good match.
To me, it was the best match on this card.
Was it Eddie and Tajiri's best match? No.
Was it
Did they have better matches? Yes.
Was it the best match on this card? More than likely, right?
Some would say so. I would argue differently.
Yeah, and then after the match, and yeah, I thought it was a good match. I thought it was the best match on this pay-per-view up at this point, obviously, but we still had more to go, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then after that match, we go to Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff once again up in the skybox. I think they were just doing this between matches, these segments here.
Yeah.
And this time, freaking Austin got pissed off about the way Eric Bischoff was drinking his beer. Like, huh? Right?
Yeah, and he was sipping it. He was just going.
And then literally freaking Austin opened the freaking like window up there of the skybox, got on the mic and said, "Hey, check out Eric Bischoff drinking a beer." Okay, right?
Yes.
He goes, "No, this is how you drink a beer. You freaking goddamn drink a beer right, straight, the correct way, you sissy," or whatever he said. Right?
You just chug that son of a bitch.
Yes.
You don't sip beer, you chug it.
Yep. So yeah, and then the next match after that we have. Oh yeah, it was before this match we had the Jericho and Roddy Piper segment backstage that I was talking about, right? Where Jericho was talking about becoming the Intercontinental.
Steve Austin also gave him a hamburger, and Bischoff was like, "Don't you know what they put in these?"
Yes. But we'll get back to what I think is the funniest moment here in a bit, right? Or two of the funniest moments, I should say.
Yeah, we have Jericho and Roddy Piper in the next segment, which literally is them going back and forth, and then Jericho saying, "Excuse me, old man, the retirement home, I think you got the wrong place. The retirement home is down the road."
Grandpa, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, Jesus.
And I still love that shirt that Jericho had, "Don't be an ass clown."
You wish you had that shirt, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but then Piper was like, yeah. Jerry was like, yeah, tonight I'm going to win the Intercontinental Championship again for like the 6th time or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Roddy Piper goes, oh yeah, well I'm going to go out there, beat the hell out of a Mr. America, rip his face off and expose Hulk Hogan. We have so much... No, wait, no we don't. Yeah, no we don't.
Oh, Jericho also said, "Oh, just like how you ripped off that fan's leg. Oh, what happened to his real leg? Did you eat it? It was patting his belly." And I'm like, okay.
I'll be like, yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, I'll take things I couldn't get away with in promos today for 500, Alex. Right? But either way. Anyway, after that funny interaction backstage, we go to the next match, which was the Battle Royal for the newly reinstated vacant Intercontinental Championship.
And who comes out first?
Actually, no, we gotta talk about this. First, before the match, they showed the same video package they showed before the match between Kane and Triple H from No Mercy of 02, the video hype package for the Intercontinental Championship. And they're like, yeah, and the last Intercontinental Champion was Kane. I'm just like, hey, remember the way he lost it? What was that story based on?
No.
You know what it was.
I will not relive the Katie Vick angle yet again.
Okay, that side. This was a 10-man freaking Battle Royal here. Like you said, the first, like you were about to say, the first one was...
Actually, the first person that came out was Pat Patterson, who came out to freaking Mae Young, which is very funny that Mae Young and Pat Patterson had the same freaking entrance.
I guess that's just a generic old legend entrance you get. I don't know. Right?
And Moolah.
Yep. And then...
he came out because he was the first ever Intercontinental Champion when he won it in 1989.
It was 79, but okay.
Or 79, whatever.
In a tournament held in Rio de Janeiro, whatever the hell it is. It was a fictional tournament, whatever. Not real.
No, it wasn't a real tournament. They just didn't air it all.
Whatever.
So anyway. They only aired the finals. And then, who was the first actual entrance that came back after Stone Cold rehired him? It was Chief Morley. No, it wasn't Chief Morley.
It was Sean Morley. No.
Venus, the big Balboski.
Shit, Eric Bischoff fired Val Venus, Chief Morley. And even Bischoff was up in the back going, "What the hell is this?" Right? Of course, Val Venus cut a promo, but the other participants in this match was Chris Jericho, Christian, Lance Storm, Test on double duty.
Well, was it also bad that I kind of had flashbacks of that when he was Interco? He's like, and then all of a sudden, all I hear in the back of my mind, "Hey, choppy, yo pee."
Oh, Jesus. We had Test, Rob Van Dam, Kane, Goldust, and Booker T. Everyone in this match besides Booker T was former Intercontinental champions prior to this. Right?
Yeah, and the fucking ending was bullshit.
I'm going to spare you some. Kane was the one targeted in the match, first being attacked by his tag team champion partner RVD at this point. And then everyone else gained up on Kane. Kane did manage an elimination. He eliminated Storm, but then the other remaining competitors eliminated Kane, which Kane re-entered the ring and performed chokeslams on everyone. Or almost everyone, right?
Yeah.
Out of frustration, then Test was eliminated, Venus was eliminated, Van Dam was eliminated. I'm just going through this quickly. Goldust nailed Shattered Dreams on Jericho and Christian, but Booker T ended up eliminating Goldust, which saw a final 3. And after some double teaming back and forth, Jericho went for a lion salt on Booker T, but then Jericho got eliminated by Christian, who, in sneaky fashion. Which means, well, every man for himself, am I right?
Yeah.
Of course, we were down to the final 2, and this is where the ending comes in that you said was bullshit. It's like
Booker T should have been the Intercontinental Champion, but no, because fucking Christian knocked out the fucking ref.
It's like Christian knocked out the ref with a baseball slide. I guess he was trying to nail Booker T. Booker T got out of the way, but the referee ate shit. And then Booker T eliminated Christian by dumping Christian over the top rope and then nailing him with a super kick to eliminate him. Christian landed ass, back, leg, feet first. Total elimination. But since the referee was out, he didn't see what happened. And everyone was all like, "Yay, Booker T wins." Only for Christian to attack Pat Patterson on the outside, take the Intercontinental Championship.
He stopped Pat Patterson, then hit it because he was like, give me my title. And then Pat Patterson's like, no, he freaking hit him with his freaking forearm, knocked Pat Patterson down. Then he gets into the ring, hits Booker T right square between the freaking eyes
with the championship. And then Christian then dumped Booker T over the top rope, and the referee conveniently got up in the middle of that and called the match being like Christian wins.
It was bullshit because Booker T's music had already hit and they had already announced him as the winner.
So technically Christian won this Vega Intercontinental Championship. I believe this was the last time Christian actually wrestled with his long hair too before he cut it to his current look. Your thoughts on this one?
Bullshit. Did Booker T really need to win the Intercontinental Championship? Not really, but it was still bullshit.
What you talking about? Christian won the match fair and square. If the referee doesn't see it, it doesn't count. How do you think Austin won his 97 Royal Rumble win? Same thing. All fair and love and war, am I right?
Bullshit.
Yeah, with this moment right here would spark that rivalry between Booker T and Christian going forward, which led to their match at Bad Blood the following month and on Raw a couple weeks after that, where Booker T actually won the title, only to vacate it due to injury.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me there was a Bischoff-Austin promo after this, because I don't remember. I just know the next segment or match happening in the ring, you're just going to talk about.
Yes, there was there was always a Stone Cold and Bischoff segment.
Yeah.
Oh, and why are you handing me the rails on this, buddy? You're the one that likes to talk about it.
No.
You're the one that was very happy to see this segment of this pay-per-view.
Okay, you can talk about this one. I don't remember where this next funny bit with Austin and Bischoff took, but since we're starting to talk about it, might as well talk about it. I just know there was a funny segment in the back that made me laugh, that made me think about with Austin and Bischoff, that made me think, this looks like something Riptides would do. If I'm being honest. Right?
Yeah.
The backstage segment, I think Bischoff was complaining, saying he overate. Well, drink more. Hey, I can't freaking drink anymore. You know, all that shit. You could tell he was starting to feel sick.
He's like, oh, drink some more. I can't eat some more. I can't drink some more. And then he's drinking, and then he literally pukes on the freaking people out of the skybox.
Yeah, that was the final segment of this, but there's another moment here. We'll talk about that later. You can talk about this next match, because I don't want anything to do with this fucking dumpster fire.
It was not a dumpster fire.
It was shit. And of course, you know I'm referring to that fucking bikini contest between Tori Wilson and Sable with Taz as the freaking host.
It was very interesting.
It was garbage. I sorry for wanting to watch wrestling on a wrestling show. I do not want to watch softcore porn. That's why I'm giving this to you to talk about, Dick. That's why I'm so happy we got women's wrestling today. That segment was garbage.
It was not garbage.
It was garbage.
It was not.
I was cringing a lot watching this shit.
No, you were happy because you're like, yeah, Sable.
I was cringing watching this shit. They should have just had a wrestling match. That would have been better. But anyway, you talk about what happened in this match if you want to call it that. Because I had enough of this shit. I don't want to talk about it. You talk about it.
Tori Wilson, the whole thing is that Tori Wilson and Sable were having a mini feud with each other of who was the hottest woman, all that shit. And it all started when Sable did her Sable bikini invitational saying, oh, everyone except Tori Wilson accepted my invitation because she feels a little fat, but she was saying bloated.
This is bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
The only fucking good thing about this stupid bikini contest was Tori Wilson's entrance. God damn it!
Fucking Tori Wilson came out with Lillian Garcia singing her entrance.
That was the only good part of this whole damn thing.
Shut up! I don't interrupt you when you're talking about the fucking matches. So shut up. Oh wait, no, I do.
I know you do, asshole.
Fucking she comes down. Comes down to the ring. Well, first of all, it was with Taz. Michael Cole and Taz were doing a little segment in between that, saying, "Oh yeah, Dirty King Lawler was going to give him a crown full of money to freaking judge the contest," and he's like, "Sorry, King, I can't do it."
I wouldn't even pay Taz $1. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Shut up, son of a bitch! And then Tori Wilson came down with Lillian Garcia, like I said, singing her entrance like she normally did. And then all you hear is Sable's Wildcat entrance come out, and she's coming out, and you can see her bikini. This is pre-marriage to Brock Lesnar, Sable.
Yeah.
Because it was shortly after this that those two would start dating and then get married later on. So, Sable, you could literally see her bikini kind of, and she comes down, and Taz is saying, "Oh yeah, so, King, I'm particularly attracted to black, so Sable, you go." So Sable freaking was doing her stuff, showing off her bikini. After Taz was like, "Oh yeah, you can do the whole shake and bake, all that shit." I'm like, "Yes."
Even the humor was cringe when afterwards freaking Taz was like, "Sorry, my hand was in my pocket." Can't forget that damn line.
And then after Sable was done, Taz had his hand in his pocket. He's like, "Oh, my hand was in my pocket."
He's like, yeah, and then he said something about, someone go find Jerry Lawler's eyeballs under his desk.
Yes, because, like, oh, someone go help Jerry the King Lawler find his eyeballs. I think they rolled underneath the desk because he's all freaking sweating because Jerry the King Lawler was freaking going nuts for this freaking match or segment or whatever it was.
My eyes were rolling out of cringe, by the way.
It was not cringe.
Yes, it was.
That was not. Fucking Taz is all like, "Oh yeah, oh my hand was in my pocket." He was playing some pocket pool.
We know what he was saying. Move on. You don't have to explain it. I'm glad this segment and my reaction is making you laugh.
And then fucking Taz like, "Okay, Tori, it's your turn." Tori Wilson does her stuff. She just walks around, strutting her stuff, shaking her stuff, showing her goodie. And then that was the end of it. Taz is all like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna go with we're gonna do our voting now for Sable, for Tori." And he's like, "Oh, that was in conclusion for Sable, for Tori." And then Tori's all like, "Oh, I wasn't done yet." Then she takes off her top bikini, which was the Playboy Bunny bikini, and proceeds to wear a tinier bikini.
Oh, boy.
And at this point, D2 was playing, had his hand in his pocket.
At this point, I wanted to fucking leave the room and shut this goddamn crap off.
No, you did not. You had your hand in your pocket.
No, I wasn't. That was you, asshole.
No, that was also you, dickhead.
Fuck this.
And then, he does the poll again. And he's like, "Oh, that's unanimous. Tori Wilson wins." And then Tori's music hits. And she's all like, "Oh, wait. Oh, I just wanted to make sure that there's no hard feelings between me and Sable." And proceeds to kiss Sable. And then Taz's knees buckle.
It was a garbage segment. Fuck this shit.
No, it was not.
My fucking rich fucking comedy commentary was more interesting than this.
It was amazing.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
So yeah, fuck this shit. That's my opinion. Mr. Horndog. Next we go to that. I think we had the Eric Bischoff Austin segment I was thinking of after this. Where Bischoff was like, "Oh man, I'm freaking hungry. I just need to eat something. Here, take this. Oh, pickles. I like pickles." They were fucking jalapenos.
Yes.
And then he was like, Bischoff was like, "God damn, my mouth is burning up. I need something to drink right now." And he goes, "Here, drink this." Hands him the jalapeno jar. And Bischoff took a swig of that, spat it all out. Spicy shit. And then Austin proceeded to wash him down with freaking more beer. Is it bad? And is it bad that when I was watching that, I was thinking to myself, yeah, that looks like something Riptides would do. Here, eat this freaking spicy pepper. Oh shit, it's too hot. Well, drink this thing that it just came out of. That burns even more. It's a bad I can see you doing that.
Yes. I totally agree. I would do that.
And yeah, that made me freaking bust out laughing. It was way better than that cringe we just saw.
It was not cringe.
Anyway, speaking of...
during that segment, Stone Cold is like, oh, I don't smoke, but it makes me feel like I need a cigarette. And Eric Bischoff's like, yeah, me too.
God damn it. But anyway, speaking of cringe, we go on to the next match, which was Mr. America versus Roddy Piper. Mr. America was obviously Hulk Hogan in a mask. And of course, they had to replay the segment from SmackDown when Mr. America was being attacked by Roddy Piper and Sean O'Hare. And then a fan by the name of Zach Gowen, which we didn't know that was his name at the time, jumped the barricade, something you shouldn't do. He was obviously a plant, though. And Roddy Piper proceeded to rip his fake leg off, and he was like, oh shit. He gave the look like, oh shit, afterwards. Right?
Yes.
Alluding to the whole backstage segment between Jericho and Piper backstage that we talked about earlier. Right? Roddy Piper came out first. Despite being a heel, he did get cheered by most of the crowd from what I saw. And then Mr. America came out with Hulk Hogan's theme song, Wink Wink Nudge Nudge. That was Hulk Hogan, obviously. Oh yeah, by the way, we forgot. Talk about a certain backstage segment, that's right. Who did Mr. America run into backstage, like, after the first match?
Before that, the backstage, it was literally Gregory Helms.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is Ace, reporter Gregory Helms. My
sources tell me.
My sources tell me you are Hulk Hogan in a mask. And Hogan is like, well, my sources tell me that underneath this immaculate suit, there is a guy named the Hurricane.
Under this suit. He goes, Greg was like, clearly my sources are idiots.
and Hogan's like, clearly my sources are idiots as well. He's like, then at the end, he's like, brother.
Good luck on your reporting, brother. I'm like, oh, Jesus, not again. But anyway, they said, oh, this is Mr. America's debut, and this is the first meeting between Mr. America and Roddy Piper. I'm like, no, this is like the 50 billionth match between Piper and Hogan. Don't even play. All right?
Now, technically, it would be true because it was Hogan in a mask, but it was still Mr. America because the whole thing leading up to it was the Mr. Man was trying to ruin Hulkamania. He fired Hulk Hogan, and then Stephanie brought in a mystery man,
which was really Hulk Hogan under a mask.
Yes. And then they did the lie detector test, saying, oh, are you Hulk Hogan? And he's like, no. And he passed the lie detector test. And then Mr. McMahon's like, oh, this is a faulty lie detector test. It's wrong. It's bullshit. And then they're like, oh, Mr. McMahon, did you do this? He's like, oh, I am not a creepy bastard. And the freaking thing's like,
that would hold heavy today. Or something like that. But anyway, before we get to like near the end of the matchup here, they were going back and forth. Mr. America actually at the start said, oh yeah, this chair is for a good friend of mine, Zach Gowen, and it was Zach Gowen's debut here by name. Yeah, and then the commentary was interesting as Piper and Mr. America or Piper Hogan, whatever, went back and forth when Michael and Taz were doing commentary. Taz was like, "Oh yeah, you can just call me Mr. Taz, by the way." Right?
Because he's all like, oh, there's a bunch of misters. There's Mr. America, Mr. Piper, Mr. O'Hare,
Mr. McMahon, you can call me Mr. Taz.
And then Taz is like, oh, yeah, you can call me Mr. Taz, by the way.
And I'm just thinking to myself, how weird would it be to see a match? Mr. America versus Mr. McMahon versus Mr. Kennedy.
Versus Mr. Taz.
Too many misters. Right?
It would be a Mr. Fister.
Mr. Sister Fister. Wait, what?
No, it would be a Mr. Fister. It would be a Fister fight.
Anyway, near the end of the match, Mr. McMahon interfered, giving Sean O'Hare a steel pipe. And then Mr. McMahon distracted the referee. And O'Hare went in, attempted to hit. I'm just going to call him Hogan. Attempted to hit Hogan with a steel pipe.
No, they were going to. They freaking distracted the ref. Mr. McMahon gives Sean O'Hare a steel pipe. So Roddy Piper was holding up
Hogan.
Mr. America, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan, but still Mr. America.
Yep.
And Mr. America dodged it. Sean O'Hare hit
Piper instead.
Piper with the steel pipe, knocking his ass out. Which Hogan or Mr. America, aka Hulk Hogan, could have gone for the pin, but no, he hit him with the patented leg drop, and then the 3 count, which Mr. McMahon tried to break up, and Zach Gowen literally held him in place, which is very funny. Zach Gowen only weighed 150 pounds soaking wet, and Mr. McMahon still couldn't get into the ring.
So they're saying a 150-pound one-legged wrestler could hold the gigantic jackhammer friggin' back. Okay.
Yes.
Or the generic jackhammer, whatever the hell McMahon called himself.
The generic jackhammer, yes.
Your thoughts on this one?
Genetic jackhammer.
Yeah, your thoughts on this one, honestly.
Which was just which just led them to a feud between Zach Gowen and Mr. McMahon.
Which they had their match at Vengeance.
Which also led to Mr. McMahon versus Zach Gowen versus Mr. America for his mask.
Yeah, but then creative differences came away. Hulk Hogan left the company shortly afterwards. We wouldn't see, I think it was in June, following month, that Hogan left, ending the whole Mr. America plans due to creative frustration.
Well, it wasn't creative frustration. He got injured.
Then we wouldn't see Hulk Hogan again after this on W television until he got inducted into the Hall of Fame 2 years later, but still. Right?
Well, no, he'd come back as Hogan when Shawn Michaels and Cena, when Cena asked Michaels for another tag team partner because their third man for the 6-man tag in 2006.
It's 2005.
Or 2005 got injured. Yeah. It was put on the shelf. And Shawn said, "Oh, I know a guy." So Hogan would come back 2 years later.
Yeah, anyway. Next match on the card was Triple H defending the world title against Kevin Nash, but it was very interesting because Triple H was shown walking backstage to the ring, and then Stephanie McMahon, the GM of SmackDown, and his soon-to-be real-life wife at that time, friggin' Steve Hunter was like, "Just be careful." Whatever. Triple H didn't even acknowledge that, just kept walking, right?
Is it bad that I fell asleep at this match?
Yeah, I don't blame you. I was kind of drifting off too, but I'm like, I gotta.
This was the weakest match. Not taking on to the performers. The performers were amazing.
And Kevin Nash was kind of getting back in the waters.
Was shit.
Well, Kevin Nash at this time was kind of being extra cautious. He did have injuries. Quad tear injuries that he just returned from recently, so I can understand he was taking it easy. But the build-up to this was freaking great, though.
Yeah, no, the build-up was great. That's what I'm saying. Nothing to take away from Kevin Nash and Triple H.
I mean,
Kevin Nash and Triple H, Hall of Famers.
I mean, they were actually trying to tell a good story here in the build-up.
The build-up.
Where Triple H turned on Nash, and Nash was seeking revenge. That's pretty much what it was, including saying, Triple H, you're a dead man. Right?
The thing is that a couple years prior to that, Kevin Nash had gotten a quad tear injury. He busted his ass to come back, seeing Triple H and Shawn Michaels tearing at each other.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I busted my ass to come back. I see my two best friends freaking fighting, and then Triple H kicks him in the nuts.
And then Triple H freaking cheated, hit Nash with a sledgehammer at Backlash to win that 6-man tag.
Yes.
Which led up to this, alright?
Yeah, no, the build-up was great. The execution was just shit.
Well, yeah, Shawn Michaels came out first. He was going to be in the corner of Kevin Nash. Then Nash freaking made his entrance. Then Ric Flair came out, and despite being a heel, they were in WCW country in Charlotte's. And Ric Flair's hometown of Charlotte, so he got a positive response. Right?
Yeah, and his daughter and son were there.
Yeah. Then Triple H came out, but he couldn't even complete his entrance as Nash attacked him in the freaking entranceway. And then Michaels and Flair fought each other.
Well, Kevin Nash attacked Triple H. Then Ric Flair got involved, and then Shawn Michaels got involved. Shawn Michaels was fighting Ric Flair all the way to the back.
Yep.
And then they got the ring bell rang.
And then the action felt slow and sluggish for the most part. And this wasn't a very long title match either.
It was literally a couple rest holds, wrestling, Triple H hitting the ref, DQ.
Actually, Triple H knocked down the ref with a clothesline, allowing Triple H to be a dick to Kevin's Nash's. Right?
Yeah, got DQ. Kevin went to grab the sledgehammer.
Got DQ when he nailed the referee with a sledgehammer after about a 4-minute brawl. Right?
Yes.
Which involved freaking Triple H trying to cheat and push around Hebner until Hebner said no more after Triple H nailed him with a sledgehammer. Thus, Triple H retains by DQ, despite losing. But that's not the big story here. The big story was what happened after the match. So,
Kevin Nash grabbed the sledgehammer from Triple H. He hit Triple H with the sledgehammer. Triple H goes outside the ring, is getting carried out, and Kevin Nash is like, no. We're not gonna let this slide.
This was after Triple H got jackknife powerbombed the first time in the ring.
Yes. So he's literally beating the shit out of Triple H outside the ring, all the way up the ramp, and then freaking jackknife powerbombs him into the Raw announce table.
Yeah, before that jackknife.
Which was a bad spot, which could put Triple H on the shelf for a couple months.
Yeah, and then before that, Nash attacked Flair, and then he also shoved Michaels down before performing the jackknife onto the announce table. And Triple H landed freaking awkwardly. Right?
Yeah, he landed neck first.
And I'm just like, damn. Right?
He was lucky the table fucking fell apart when he hit it.
Yeah. Of course, Triple H had to be helped out of the arena afterwards. Right?
No.
Your thoughts on this one? And I'm not really a big fan of DQ finishes, but it led to freaking violence like this after the match.
Like I said, build-up was great. Beginning of the match, great. Execution, very, very poor.
Of course, ultimately, this would end up setting up their Hell in a Cell match a month later at Bad Blood, which personally I feel was a better match between the two.
It was a 10 times better match.
And that one was a real bloodfest, too, which had a definitive winner. Right? Anyway, and then we see the last of the Austin and Bischoff backstage, or up in the Skybox area, where Austin was like, yeah, that was a badass match. Wham, Kevin Nash is back. He's on Triple H's heels. Then he just looked at Bischoff and goes, yeah, you are one. It's like, yeah, you were, say, he was saying something like, you are one sorry son of a bitch, whatever. You know, trash talking Bischoff to his face. At this point, you could tell Bischoff wasn't feeling well at all. Looked like he was about to puke, which he did, because he opened up the freaking, like, sliding glass door window of the skybox and puked all over the fans back there.
Yes.
And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Imagine buying a cheap seat, like, near that skybox, and then all of a sudden you're getting puked on. What would you think?
I'm like, son of a bitch. Get up, punch him right in the damn face.
And that's the end of that one.
Yes, and then we had the women's four-way for the women's title: Jazz versus Jacqueline versus Victoria versus Trish.
Oh, what do you know? Women actually wrestling on this show, so it wasn't all cringe unlike that first one.
It was cringe.
Yes, I was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear my rant back. But anyhow, this match was actually competitive. Of course, Victoria had your boy Steven Richards in her corner.
No, it's your boy Stevie Richards.
Yeah, and this was competitive. It didn't look like anyone. This one was like a shorter one too. It didn't. Of course, there was a spot where I think Jazz had freaking the STF locked in, and I think it was Jackie had the half Boston Crab locked in at the same time.
Yeah, the crippler crossface, or just the crossface, where her locked in on Trish, and Jackie had a half Boston Crab locked in on Victoria, and then Trish reversed it.
Or Trish got to the ropes, which enabled Jazz to release hold and break up the other submission hold.
Yes.
So I thought, okay, that's what's creative. But in the end, freaking Trish Stratus looked like she had the advantage, but in the end, it was Jazz who pinned Jacqueline after nailing her with a DDT to win the match. After knocking Trish out of the ring to retain the championship. I know we didn't go into detail on this, but your thoughts on this one?
It was decent. It was her second pay-per-view, if I believe, after she came back from injury, saying, "Oh, the bitch is back."
Yeah. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, as far as the women wrestlers on this show, this one was obviously by default the better one. Unlike that first women's encounter in the show, that was cringe.
It was not.
It was so.
Was not.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway, let's get to the main event now. The main event of this show was Brock Lesnar defending the WWE Championship against the Big Show in a stretcher match. Yeah. And the story of this is like Big Show was going around bullying people, taking people out. I mean, he took out Rey Mysterio at Backlash, sent him out on the stretcher, only used that stretcher as a baseball bat. Right?
Yes, and then he literally came
strapped
back
onto it.
and literally was making fun of Rey Mysterio, who was friends with Brock Lesnar. Well, they're still friends, but they were friends at that point storyline.
Yeah. And Brock came out was
Lesnar comes out and says, "Oh, you like to be a bully? Why don't you try to bully me?" And starts beating the shit out of Big Show.
And I'm thinking to myself, if anyone tried to bully Brock Lesnar just probably laugh at them and knock their head off. Right?
And then Brock Lesnar got injured because Big Show would keep coming out week after week and blindsiding him going up to this match.
Yep.
Which Brock Lesnar was favoring a knee injury, as you could tell.
Yeah, but anyway, both men made their entrances here. Brock as WWE Champion, defending the title, obviously. And of course, Lesnar got creative and started using the bodyboard as a weapon on Big Show immediately, right?
Yes.
That thing was fun.
There is no disqualification. There is nothing. It's basically a no holds barred in a stretcher match.
The only way to win is to freaking put your opponent on the stretcher and drag him up across the line on the entranceway.
Well, there was no way in hell that he was going to fucking put... He tried to put Big Show on the stretcher after beating his ass for a while, and the stretcher just fucking fell apart.
Yeah, and then later on there was a creative spot where Big Show was on the apron and Lesnar knocked him off, making Big Show crash into another stretcher, which also broke under his weight, and he bounced right off it onto the floor. Right?
That was actually funny as hell, because I'm like, oh, he's made out of flubber!
God damn it. God damn it. And of course,
because he bounced like a freaking basketball. I'm like,
And of course, Big Show battled back.
Was supposed to happen? Because it was the springs of the
Stretcher
that freaking pushed his weight back up after it fell apart from the extreme pressure on it.
Yes. And of course, Big Show battled back. Late in the match, he performed Big Show nailed chokeslam on Lesnar, following a leg drop onto Lesnar, who was on the bodyboard, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Lesnar fought back on the outside, got Big Show down and out. And of course, Brock Lesnar went running backstage to do something, which allowed Rey Mysterio to come out, interfere, nail the 619 onto Big Show's stomach, right? And then Big Show got nailed the clothesline on Mysterio, but before Big Show could do more damage on Mysterio, who came back out? It was Lesnar driving a damn forklift. And I was having flashbacks to Judy Bagwell in a pole, or forklift.
He wasn't freaking just driving. He was demolition derbying that motherfucker, because he took through the damn
Judgment Day set.
Fucking bars.
Yeah. And of course, this distracted Big Show long enough for Rey Mysterio to come out and put Lesnar or Big Show in a chokehold. But eventually, Big Show was able to knock Mysterio off, only for Lesnar to dive off the forklift onto the Big Show back in the ring and take advantage.
Rey Mysterio jumped onto his back and did a sleeper. Then, which gave Brock Lesnar time to set up the forklift just right, put the forklift into park, put the emergency brake on.
Yep.
Climbed out of the damn forklift, went on top of the roof of the forklift, did a freaking crossbody
onto the Big Show.
Freaking Big Show. Big Show went down. Then, Brock Lesnar freaking waited until Big Show got it, put him on his shoulders, hit him with the F5.
Let's face it, Big Show being nailed with an F5 at this point, Big Show didn't get any spin. It looked more like an FU.
And then Lesnar puts the board onto the freaking pallet.
Onto the pallet. Right?
Then drags Big Show onto the pallet, lifts the pallet up with the forklift, takes the emergency brake off, puts it into reverse, drives all the way up the damn ramp backwards, and then proceeds to lift Big Show higher.
After getting the win and retaining the championship.
Yes.
And I guess Brock Lesnar lifting the freaking forklift higher at the end, that was a rib because Big Show hated heights. And Lesnar knew it. So he was like, I'm going to freaking lift you higher in the air. Just to be a dick.
Yes.
And Big Show and Lesnar retains the title, and that's how this pay-per-view went off air. Your thoughts on this main event?
It was good.
Yeah, I thought it was the second best match of the night, so it got a good rating from me, but... So yeah, I thought it was a good main event. Did they have better main events? Yeah, but this one was just violent enough to satisfy the fans in attendance and people watching at the time. Right?
Yeah, well, their best one was their Hell in a Cell encounter for Lesnar and Big Show.
And I do have to mention this. This wasn't the end of their rivalry. They would fight each other. Big Show and Lesnar would fight each other about a month later on SmackDown, and that one had the moment where the ring collapsed when Lesnar suplexed Show off the top rope.
Yeah.
Which then that would also coexist with Kurt Angle's return a month later, which would set up that triple threat at the Vengeance 03 pay-per-view. Right?
Yep.
So anyway, that being said, we go on to our favorite portion of these reviews, like I always say, and that's our rating and final grade system here. John Cena and the FBI defeating Chris Benoit, Rhino, and Spanky in the 6-man tag opener. I gave that one 2 3/4 out of 5.
Half.
What'd you say?
3.5.
Okay.
It could have gone a little bit longer. If it would have gotten a 4.
Yep. La Resistance defeating Test and Scott Steiner. I gave that one 3 out of 5.
3.5.
Yeah, it felt like something you would watch on Raw at that point. Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri defeating Team Angle in that ladder match to win the tag team championships. I gave that one 5 out of 5, easy.
5 3/5 1/4.
Okay, Scott Steiner. Christian winning that battle royal to become the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, this is just being too generous probably, but I gave that one 2 3/4 out of 5.
1.
You're only saying that because of the way it ended. Tori Wilson defeating Sable in that bikini contest. 0.
5.
0 out of 5.
5.
Okay, horn dog.
You
Hulk Hogan.
were fucking excited to see Sable and Tori.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Hulk Hogan. I mean, Mr. America defeating Roddy Piper. I gave that one 3 out of 5.
4.5.
Yeah, you're too generous. Kevin Nash defeating Triple H by disqualification in that World Championship match. I gave that one 3 out of 5, amazingly.
Regardless of what it's a 4 because the build-up was great. The 2 wrestlers were great. It's just they kind of rushed Kevin Nash's comeback a little too soon.
Yep. Jazz defeating Trish Stratus, Jacqueline, and Victoria to retain the women's championship in that 4-way match. I gave that one 3.5 out of 5.
3.5, yeah.
And of course, the main event with Big Show defeating Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar defeating Big Show in that stretcher match to retain
Excuse
the WWE
me.
Championship. God, I'm stumbling over my words and my history, apparently. I just seen this shit. Goddamn Sid English.
That's
Okay.
worse than English.
Okay,
That's real good English.
Okay, let me try this. Okay, let me just reword this again. Brock Lesnar defeating the Big Show in that stretcher match to retain the WWE Championship. I gave that one 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
So yeah, my final grade for the 2003 Judgment Day is a C.
B.
And if there's any matches I would recommend you to go back and watch from this event, like 1 or 2 of them, it would be the stretcher match between Lesnar and Big Show, and of course, the ladder match with Team Angle, Eddie Guerrero, and Tajiri. You don't really need to see anything else. Or if you want a good comedy laugh, watch the Eric Bischoff Austin skits.
Mine would be the skits, the main event, and also the Tori Wilson and Sable.
I do not recommend that. Don't waste your time.
I recommend it. It's not a waste of time.
It's a waste of fucking time.
No, it is not.
It's cringe.
It is not.
I am glad we don't have any of that shit today.
I am sad we don't have any of that shit today.
Difference of opinion. Deal with it.
Well, your opinion can fuck off.
So can yours.
Yours can fuck off to bumfuck Egypt.
So can yours.
No.
But anyway, that's our thoughts on the 2003 Judgment Day pay-per-view. Now, normally this would be the time where I reveal what we're going to be reviewing next week for the classic pay-per-view segment, but I decided to hold off on that because what do we got coming up this weekend?
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, we got Elimination Chamber 2026 review to do. So, that being said, we will talk to you all in the Elimination Chamber 2026 pay-per-view review. And that's where I'll be reviewing what next week's classic pay-per-view will be. So until then, we will talk to you all later. Peace.
Deuces.